Hello, everyone. I hope you're well and doing well. I was guided to come on to do something for the solar eclipse. And, there's lots of messages out there and there's lots of information on the solar eclipse. But I always feel that every soul brings their unique perspective and their unique essence to the message and what is being called to be shared at this time. So, I've been feeling for a couple of days that I need to kind of come on and just talk about the solar eclipse because it is such a powerful one this year. And this month is such a powerful time of change. And, there's a lot of mixed messages about the solar eclipse and this time, and there's a lot of doom and gloom out there. But really, it's a pivotal time. I mean, solar eclipses and the eclipse doorway is a powerful, powerful time of change for the soul because you're upgrading into another version of you and an old identity of you is coming off. So an old version of you is becoming obsolete and you're being pushed into this, birth canal. I call the eclipse portal a birth canal, and you're coming out the birth canal on, the solar eclipse in the 8th of April to experience a new identity of your soul and your higher self. So this is a part of our evolution and the next door that is ready to open up to us and open up for us if we are willing to receive this next version of us. And sometimes when we go through the eclipse portal, it can be quite the word sometimes this for souls it's quite devastating, or they go through a dark night of the soul that they feel. Sorry, my nose is about to go. Where they feel they have to let go of everything that they've known for so long. But that old part of them is not serving them, and they would have had many, many messages from spirit and many, many signs. And if they didn't take action, and now, your energy has expanded and you no longer belong where you are, the universe is going to push you out of your comfort zone and push you into this next vibration. And then you're going to feel like lost and in the void and trying to find your footing in the new vibration. So sometimes we get that tower moment if we haven't been listening to our guides and if we haven't taken the steps that we needed to take when we were meant to take them. We would have had many chances, says Spirit. You would have had many messages, many chances where, you knew what you needed to do, but you didn't take that step. So when we get to the solar eclipse, it's like no more chances. It's like jump into your new reality because you can't hold yourself back. Like you can't hold your vibration back. You can't stay. It's like I always say the Incredible Hulk. And like the Incredible Hulk's ripping through this old shirt, that he's wearing. And it's like I have felt that physically when I've expanded in my consciousness and in my energy. I have literally felt like my human suit is too tight and I want to just rip through it and just let me out of here. That's how it can feel. It's like a bird being freed from its cage and it's going to fly to new heights and new vibrations. And it's like the Incredible Hulk. That image, I want you to imagine that image of the Incredible Hulk just ripping open its shirt and it's just like, let me out of here. I need to expand. I need to, be free. That's what the solar eclipse is about. And we can try and stay in that suit and that shirt, and that's too tight, and we're feeling restricted, and we're feeling tight, and we're being held back, and we feel stuck. But we're not really stuck. Like we have a choice. We can say yes to this next part of us and try and integrate this new part of us into our life. And embody that part of us, or we can reject it, refuse it, and then we suffer because we're tight and everything's stuck, and we're still trying to play small and still trying to fit into our old life, and we've outgrown that. I mean, we are vibrational beings, and if our vibration has shifted into another vibration, you can't then stay in this vibration, still experiencing this reality. Like you're here. And Spirit wants you to have an experience on this vibration and experience new souls in this vibration and experience your gifts and your light on this vibration. But you have to give yourself permission to jump up and say, okay, I'm ready to shift into this vibrational frequency, and I'm ready to experience what it has to offer me on this vibration. So it's almost like giving yourselves permission to have a new experience, an experience in a more expanded part of you that is wanting to come online. And, you know, we're going through such evolutionary shifts right now. I mean, we're quantum jumping in ways that we have never jumped before. So, you know, on the planet, there's just so many lights switching on. There's so many lights within us switching on. There's new perspectives coming online. There's a lot of energy and a lot of like opinions, and, you know, there's just so much out there that you can get overwhelmed with all the different perspectives. And sometimes you just have to hone it in, come back to yourself and come back to your center and reconnect with yourself and see what really is coming through you, what is wanting to birth through you, what you've been called to release and let go of, and where your soul wants to take you. So you're probably feeling like all the electricity and all the solar flares and all the energy that is moving, like it's building, it's building, it's building. The Schumann resonance has been spiking, spiking. And so you may be getting headaches right now, migraines, or you're feeling like parched, like you need water. I'm feeling that. My mouth is constantly dry, needing lots of water. You might be getting heart palpitations, or you might be feeling, you know, some aches and pains in the body. Sometimes the joints ache when this light is coming in. The joints can ache, or we can have disturbed sleep, or, you know, we just feel fatigued and tired. And so we need more rest because the light is integrating in our cells and we are expanding and we're receiving new light codes, and they need time for integration. So you have to listen to your body at this time, and you have to look after your body at this time, because your body may need rest. You may need certain foods that you need to eat. You may need more hydration. You might need more sleep. You know, you just have to listen to your body and ask your body what it needs, and it will tell you. You might also need some salt baths, like just sitting and letting go and releasing, because we are also in Mercury retrograde. So, you know, we're reflecting on the past as well. So there's a lot going on around this time. And our core wounding is also coming up at this time. Our core wounds are coming up because these unification codes are coming down now. They're coming, you know, into our field. Anything that is of duality and separation is coming up for us to look at. And so as light comes in, you know, imagine you pouring water into, you know, a cup, and everything from the bottom starts to rise because you're pouring more water in. And so that is rising all the stuff, all the gunk at the bottom, you know, that's been stuck in our root chakra and been stuck in our chakras, and our body is coming to the surface. Those core wounds are coming out for us to look at and to heal, so that we can be free and move into these next vibrations, because we can't carry fear into the vibrations of love. We can't carry conditional love and judgment and anger and frustration and irritation and sadness and grief. We can't carry these energies into the vibrations of love and separation and you against me. This energy, we can't take it into the vibrations of love. And we are rising towards unity consciousness. So we are being called to heal our core wounds and face our core wounds, and let everything that is moving through us right now, all the emotions, to just let them move through you. It's like they're just filtering out, let them filter out. And the mind might be very busy right now. You know, the mind might be taking you down some rabbit holes and trying to keep you stuck, or the ego mind will be very busy right now because the mind doesn't know where it's going in these new frequencies. And this is the way you've got to really unplug from the mind. Yes, we need the mind to operate in our world. As long as we have a body, we need our mind and we need our logic. But we are learning to tune into a higher software system, which is the heart, our intuition, our gut instinct. You know, these are the energies that we're tuning into now, our multidimensional self and our soul self and our higher self. And we're tuning in and connecting with our guides and listening to, you know, our multidimensional senses. And this is really important as we move into these next vibrations, learning to trust ourselves and learning to trust where we are being guided, because we are being guided and moved into new vibrations. So part of our old identity is coming off. And as you step through the portal on the 8th of April, you know, you will be like a new baby being born again into a new vibration, and an old identity comes off. literally, as a baby comes into this world, whatever they were in another lifetime, that comes off, that suit comes off, and you're coming in to have a new experience. So the more open we are at this time, the more willing and allowing we are, the more our heart is open, and the more curious we are to experience this next part of us, then it'll be easier for us, But if we are resistant and we fear change and we fear this new identity coming online, and maybe your old life may be collapsing, and that can create a lot of fear and shock. But if somewhere inside of you, you can hold on to the fact that this is happening for you and everything's always happening for us. And even in the chaos, there's a lesson and a wisdom and growth for your soul. And there's a new part of you that you don't even know about that is wanting to come online. Can you give yourself that permission for that part of you to come online? Can you allow yourselves to expand? Can you allow yourselves to release the core wounding, no matter how painful it is, because it's better out than in, and holding it in our body and in our field. It's better to let it out and deal with those emotions and heal, and not run from anything, but face everything that comes up, so that we can overcome it and move into the new vibrations lighter and freer. So the density has to come up, duality has to come up. Anywhere where we've judged ourselves harshly, anywhere where we've played small, anywhere where we have been unkind with our words to ourselves and held ourselves back and disrespected ourselves and not loved ourselves unconditionally, all that is coming up at this time. If we've settled for relationships where we don't receive the love, or where we receive breadcrumbs, or we're not respected, why are we staying in such connections when we are deserving of more? Do we feel we are deserving of more? Can we give ourselves more? Can we step into more? Can we allow ourselves to experience more? We can only experience more if we love ourselves unconditionally and know and respect ourselves deeply. And we know deeply that we are deserving of more and that we won't settle for less than we deserve. So there's a lot of issues and areas of self-worth coming up, because we're learning to step into our power and learning to step into our multidimensional selves and our sovereignty, and our source light and our soul self and our higher self. So we're merging more with our higher self at this time. And so the guides say, be patient with yourselves, be gentle with yourselves, be kind with your words, and take the rest that you need, because your cells are recalibrating to more light, and more light is coming in. To just allow yourselves patience with yourself, because there's new information coming through at this time. And if you are going through a challenging time and you're going through, like you're being uprooted from your old software system and being repotted and replanted in a new pot, then just allow that process, because there will be a culling and a letting go of vibrations, people, places, identities, emotions that no longer serve you vibrationally. They're not a vibrational match, which is why they're now leaving your space at this time. And at this time, they leave at record speeds. It's like anything that we have not dealt with, anything that we have not faced, anything that we've avoided, it comes up for us to look at. And Spirit says, you need to look at this, because if you don't look at this, you can't step into what we want to gift you and what doors are opening for you at this time. There's so much magic for you. But you must look at this lesson. You must look at this where you're holding anger. Love and anger can't exist in the same vibration. Love and fear cannot exist in the same vibration. And if we're moving towards unity consciousness and source love and source light and coming back into alignment with the natural order of the universe, then we have to return to the natural order of the universe. And in the natural order of the universe, masculine and feminine are equal. Here in the third dimension, you get the power struggles and you get the dynamics and you get the power over and the control and the manipulation and all of that goes on, here. But in the higher vibrations, it's this masculine, feminine, equal. There's no hierarchy. It's just all balanced. The universe is balanced. And so we're coming back into our own balance and our own power and our own empowerment and our looking at our self-worth and seeing where we've settled for less and seeing where we haven't respected ourselves, where we haven't honored our own needs, where we haven't spoken up for ourselves, where we have settled for less and we didn't follow our dreams and we lived through other people's realities, and we played small, or we were at the bottom of our to-do list and we never put ourselves at the top and we never loved ourselves unconditionally, or we judged our bodies harshly, or we didn't have healthy boundaries, where we felt abused and misused and experienced abandonment. Where are we abandoning ourselves? Where are we betraying our own needs? Where are we neglecting our needs and our inner voice and our heart and what our heart desires? We have to look at all of that. If we want to create emotional depth and vulnerability and intimacy in relationships, we have to create that depth and intimacy and vulnerability within ourselves, which means having these deep conversations with ourselves to get to the truth and authentic expression and authenticity of ourselves, to be integrated, but also to step forward with integrity into the next vibrations. Truth and transparency, because truth starts with ourselves, accepting who we are, accepting what we want, accepting what we desire, not pushing our desires down, not pushing down our passions, but looking at them, understanding what they are, understanding where our wounding is coming from, facing our wounding, so that we can expand and spread our wings and become this being of the multiverse that we are, that is now being called to step into a greater version of yourself. Within you, there's a teacher, there's a healer, there's a new part of you that wants to come online, a new expanded part of you, more of your soul self, more of your higher self integrating into your physical vessel, bringing more heaven to earth, and embodying that part of you that is out there, in your spirit, coming deeper into your body. And so at this time, it can be quite challenging for souls. It can feel like a dark night of the soul, where you are going through a metamorphosis and a transformation from the caterpillar to the butterfly. And if you think about the caterpillar to the butterfly, all that density and the shedding of the skin and the metamorphosis and everything that's happening, to then come out of the cocoon to fly free in all your glory and your color and your beauty and your vibrancy, to step into the world and fly free into new vibrations, to new experiences, to new life. And this is that solar eclipse, to step into that high vibrational being that you are, and to fly free into your next adventure and your next expansion. And not everyone is going to come with you when you expand. And this is this message from Spirit. Sometimes we hold on to familiarity and we hold on to what's, we're used to, but that what we're used to may not be making us happy. It's what we're familiar with, and it's what's been for so long. So it becomes comfortable, but you may not be happy in that vibration. So Spirit is saying to you, look, yes, it's familiar, but are you happy? And so this entire time and this year is really about looking at our individual happiness and our individual choices and our individual joy, and what is aligned with our happiness and our joy, and loving ourselves deeper, to look at that and understand what happiness means for us. I mean, many of us probably don't even know what happiness actually means for us. It's what society tells you makes you happy. It's what religion tells you. It's what your parents tell you. It's what society tells you. It's what we're fed, and through social media, what is meant to make us happy. We're changing all that right now. We're changing all of that, because our happiness is not set in stone. It's not one shoe fits all. It's very individual for every soul. And so we all have to find our own individual frequency of happiness and what that means for us. So it's like giving yourself permission to explore, expand, experience a new part of you, to go on a new journey with yourself and your soul. and discover, you know, the next vibration and who you are on a higher level. Like, you're not just this. You know, this is Neelam. This is the focal point that you see of this being, but this being is vast. She's infinite. She's eternal. And surely we want to discover, okay, who is she out here? Who am I? You know, who is my expanded self? I want to discover that, don't you? Don't you want to know who you really are and to discover the next part of you? But we can only discover that next part of us if we let go of an old part of us that is keeping us restricted and small and in a straitjacket. And you know, when I see like the solar eclipse and I see this time, I always visualize the Incredible Hulk. So if you think about the Incredible Hulk, and the Incredible Hulk, you know, is like wearing a shirt that's too tight and he's ripping out of the suit. It's like, just get this suit off me. Get it off me. I just want to rip out. It's too tight. And I've literally felt this physically where my rings were too tight. I just wanted to take them off. And I felt tight in my body. I've experienced that. And it really did feel like the Incredible Hulk, where I was expanding energetically, and my bodysuit felt so tight. Because we're becoming bigger, and then we're expanding, our cells are expanding, our light is expanding, and there's a new part of us coming online. So we have to allow that expansion. Otherwise, we're harming ourselves, you know, holding our light back and our life force. We're actually doing more harm than good to ourselves. And that light wants to be shared in the world because it changes consciousness and it helps the entire planet expand. And, you know, our evolution and our consciousness goes to a new vibration when we allow ourselves to expand and our light to come through us, not holding it, not dimming it, not keeping it down, but allowing it to shine, because we understand on a quantum level what that does for the planet and the multiverse and humanity and ourselves and our families. You know, spreading our light and letting our light shine in its brightest form is why we are here. And to fully show up for yourself and allow your light to shine, no matter what, is absolutely key. So go through this birth canal, you know, and just look at everything that's coming up for you, because there'll be many things coming up for you to look at and to face. And if there's emotions coming, just let them move through you. You know, if the mind is very busy right now, just listen to it. But, you know, where has your mind had hold over you in the past, or kept you small, or kept you vulnerable, kept you in victim mode, or kept you believing that you're not good enough and you can't do what you want to do, you know, that you're not worthy of love and connection and respect and doing, you know, expressing your unique essence in the world. You have to look at everything at this eclipse portal, because you're shedding that, you're letting go, you're letting go, you're letting go. And also, if you thought your support system was in an, you know, an old version of you in a relationship, you might be kicked out of that at the eclipse to because the spirit wants you to use your wings to fly to new heights, new vibrations, and to understand that you have your own wings, you know, because we're moving away from dependency and codependency, and we're moving in towards interdependency and interconnectedness. And we all have our own wings, and sometimes we believe that our wings are not strong enough, or we have to depend on others, and we can't open our wings. You know, we let others open their wings, but we don't open our own wings. But here, as we move to the higher vibrations, we all have our own set of wings that we are meant to open and fly free and experience freedom and liberation of the soul. You know, we cannot trap the soul in the body anymore. And when I was talking in one of my group sessions, I was going to call this video, "The Mask is Coming Off." The mask of the illusion is coming off. The mask of the ego is coming off. You know, we can't hide our truth anymore. We can't hide our true essence anymore. We can't hide our vibration anymore at this time. We cannot hide from ourselves anymore at this time. So it's to be authentically you in the world, to be authentically you in the world, and to take action towards where you're being guided. So listen deeply, listen intuitively. If you are going through tower moments, you know, just trust everything's happening for you. If you're being called to make big changes in your life, listen deeply. Everything's happening for you. And look where you've played small and stayed stuck, and you know, your soul can't stay in that stuckness anymore. It wants to get moving, it wants to experience this next vibration and its evolution. And that's why we're here on Earth. We're here to experience our evolution and expand and become the quantum cosmic beings that we're meant to be. So just look at where you're holding yourself back and give yourself permission as you step out of the solar eclipse on Monday. You know, and the energy is going to be around for a while, for a few weeks, but just step out of that portal and say, yes, I'm ready to experience this next part of me that wants to come online now. I'm not going to hold myself back anymore. I'm not going to dim my light anymore. I'm ready to experience this new vibration. I'm ready to go to new destinations. I'm ready to experience and flow more with the universe. I'm ready to come into more alignment with the universe and flow with the natural order of the universe. I'm willing and ready to come into more harmonic resonance within me, and more balance and more fluidity and more flow. I'm ready to listen to my joy and my happiness and what that means for me, and how I define that is important to me. You know, there's so many things that we're being asked to look at. So take some time, you know, these next few weeks, take some time to do that deep introspection work, and try not to make yourselves too busy. You know, try and be more still, and not run or avoid, because we can do that. We can get busy and we can avoid doing the inner work and just sitting with ourselves. But this time asks you to sit with yourselves, be with yourselves, reflect on things, and make those changes that are going to bring you more joy and more balance in your life, and communicate and have those conversations that you need to have. But also understand that at this eclipse portal, not everyone is going to come with you. Like if you've been doing your energy work and you've been doing your inner work and you've moved into another vibration, something has to drop away. You know, something will drop away at this eclipse portal. Let it go with grace, and know that if it's meant for you, it will come back around. And if it's not, it will leave your space at this time and the door will be shut. And when that door shuts, that reality is gone. Like it crumbles, it dissolves behind that door. It's no longer a reality for you. And you have to then face forward and see what else is around. So it's a real time of opportunity. It's a time of expansion, appreciation, expression. It's a graduation, you know, I said it in my last video, it's a graduation where the guides literally say, yay, she's ready. She's learnt the lesson. She's ready to move through that portal. She's ready to experience a new part of her or him. So it's graduation time if we've done the inner work. If not, then this lesson will be looping around again, but it'll be more intense and it'll be more intense and in your face, because you have to face it now. There's no escaping it. No stone will be left unturned through this time. So we're learning embodiment. We're learning to, you know, bring our higher self into our body. And if you think about bringing your higher self into your body, you're bringing that frequency of unconditional love and alignment and joy and presence and balance. You're bringing that energy into your body, which means it's going to push out anything that is of duality, anything that is not serving you, anything that's conditional, anything where you've judged yourself harshly, any traumas, any core wounding that is still sitting there, is going to be pushed out and come up to the surface for us to look at. So our core wounding is coming up at this time, because if our roots are not strong, and if we do not feel safe in our body, and if we don't feel secure in ourselves, and safe in ourselves, and we don't feel safe to house our soul in our body, then that's going to come up for us, because we may have some very deep core wounding of abandonment, betrayal, neglect, narcissism, abuse that's sitting in the base, you know, in our root. We may have father wounds sitting in the root, where we've had power struggles. All of that has to come up so that we feel safe in our body and we can feel safe in the world, and we can lay new solid foundations in love, not fear, not scarcity, not lack, not survival, but thriving. And we're moving into the vibrations of thriving, you know, as a soul, vitality, longevity, thriving, being that colorful being, like that butterfly, open, expansive, free. We're moving into that vibration. And this eclipse portal can feel intense because Spirit is trying to align you with those frequencies and show you patterns where you are still holding yourself back from your expansion. So see, where you're being guided. I've also had lots of visions of Mother Earth. Like this is her trajectory and it's gone like this. I literally am seeing it. I'm seeing this Mother Earth has just changed direction. Like she's gone into a whole different, like a 45-degree angle. She's on a new trajectory. And so we are going with her. And if the more open we are and the more flowing we are, we will go with her, But if we're resisting the change, then you'll be like rolling down this hill, and struggling with the energies. So the more open you are, the more expansive you are, the more allowing you are, the more fluid you are, the easier it will be for you to make this move and move into these new angelic frequencies that are coming on the planet at this time. Beautiful, angelic, colorful, gorgeous frequencies of unity consciousness and unity codes that are dropping into our field right now. Receive them with grace, receive them in your heart, receive them in your being with lots of gratitude, deep gratitude for all that you are receiving, all the lessons that you've had to learn here on earth, and telling the universe, yes, I'm ready to receive and acclimate the next part of me with ease and grace. If you say that to the universe, then it won't be such a shock to your system. I'm ready to acclimate the next part of me with ease and grace, ease and grace, ease and grace. But if you as a soul like a challenge, and if you're stubborn, then guess what? Your lessons will be challenging, and if you're stubborn, then you're learning to be more fluid and flowing and flexible. So we're learning many lessons, through this time, and we're learning to expand and be more fluid and flexible as we move like water and become like water, fluid and flexible and flowing with the energies of the universe and becoming one with the universe, not fighting the flow. And that's when we struggle, when we fight the flow. So, yeah, I just wanted to hop on and just, connect with you because it is a big one. This is a big one. And there's a lot of change coming. And there's a lot of change coming through this year. Gosh, you may not even recognize yourself by the end of this month because of the energies that are coming. There's just so much coming in. So be open, be curious about yourself and what's birthing for you at this time. So there's a lot of activations. I got some cards out. Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounding. Yes, I talked about this in my last video. You've got to be anchored at this time. You've got to ground your energy. You've got to ground your energy. So I recommend walking in nature, being outdoors if you need to, connecting with nature, going and being with the trees, walking bare feet, get a grounding mat if you need to, but you're needing to ground because the energies can take you into the higher vibrations and into your higher chakras. But really, you've got to bring that energy into the body. Acclimate and integrate it and let it push out anything that needs to be pushed out at this time. Also, the third eye is being activated right now. So new perspectives, new ideas, new creations are coming online. There's like another part of you wanting to burst through you. And then you're starting to connect with this expanded being and the creative ideas and the innovative ideas and the new perspectives that are coming with this soul self that is expanding, this energy that you are. There's a new perspective coming, new level of consciousness coming in for us to experience. So tune into that. You maybe feel like you're about to go through a big change. You'll feel it energetically. We can sense it that we're about to go through something, or we're about to receive something, or there's something, a new message about to come through. So we're kind of poised for change. We're poised at this point to move, to shift, to redirect our lives and to go towards our happiness and joy and what is aligned with our soul. So that is also really important. Reclaiming your power. The Arcturians are very present. I'm going to do a quick channeling from them. And we're just moving through chaos and conflict. Actually, this card is brilliant and it sums up the eclipse. skin, and the outer skin is coming off, and there's a zebra under there, and we're changing our identity. We're a new being. And yes, you do go through chaos and conflict when you're going through change, and it's not to fear the change, but to take off this old suit that you're no longer who you are, and to just see what skin suit is emerging and a new identity is surfacing at this time. So a new part of you is coming online. Can you give yourself permission to experience this new identity that is coming through this solar eclipse and this eclipse portal? So I think that is a great image to show us what is birthing right now and the new identity that is forming and the old suit that is wanting to come off. So let's just do a quick connection with the guides and see what they want to say to us at this time and before the solar eclipse on Monday. So just closing your eyes and just taking a few deep breaths into your heart and your being. And just accepting wherever you are at right now and anything that's coming up for you at this time. Maybe you're going through an emotional roller coaster. Maybe you're going through some confusion. Maybe those spaces that felt so familiar and comfortable are changing, shifting, and you don't know what's next for you. Can you just breathe into all of it and just be present at this time? And just allow these new energies to birth, to anchor, and just sit with them for a while. Rest, recharge, and allow the new frequencies to show you the way, integrate and show you the way. And our guides are all around us. The angelic beings are here. You can call in Archangel Michael at your service in a moment's notice. Very present. Archangel Gabriel teaching us how to speak our truth and express ourselves in the world. All of the angels, the archangels are around us at this time. Beautiful archangels and angels all around us. They're reminding us of our angelic beings that are now coming online. New expanded versions of us coming online. The Arcturians, beautiful beings of light. They're so excited for this time. They're so excited for this time. They're so excited for this time and where we are going and where we are heading. Keep exploring, dear ones. Keep exploring, keep expanding, keep allowing, keep dissolving the density, keep dissolving the density and claiming back your light, shining ever brighter on the earth, allowing yourselves to be that divine being of light that you are, the beautiful butterfly that you are in truth. Remembering your sovereignty, remembering your freedom, remembering that you are a free, sovereign being of the universe. And your freedom and your liberation and the liberation of your soul is why you are here. And as you liberate yourselves from any imprisonment, entrapment, and playing small, you can become this grand, expansive being that you already are. You've just forgotten and you are remembering. And as you expand, you can connect more with us and more with our vibrations because we do not hold ourselves back. We are the free-flowing energy of the cosmos. Our belief systems are expansive. We are open and allowing, and our hearts are open and allowing, and we flow to new vibrations and new spaces in the cosmos, always exploring and expanding and becoming. Just allow yourselves to receive the love, dear ones. Allow your body to fill up with love, 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 love. Allow yourselves to become love, 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 love. Where have you held the love back? Where has the love been held back from you? Where are you holding core wounds that keep you in a lower vibration and stuck in fear, in pain, in separation, in disconnection, in disharmony, in depression? Where, dear ones, do you need to bring in more light, 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 light? This is the time to surrender and allow the light to come in. Surrender and allow the light to come in so that it can fill you, fulfill you, and lead you to your desires and destiny, dear ones. Destiny is calling you where your soul wants to take you, where your higher self wants to take you, where your inner being wants to take you, where your heart wants to go. Listen to that voice, listen to that vibration, and allow yourselves to expand and grow, because you cannot stop your evolution. We are moving now so fast, and Mother Earth and Gaia is moving so fast that you want to flow with her and go with her on this beautiful adventure that you are here to experience at this time. So allow your evolution, no matter how frightening it feels. Remember, everything's happening for you, always happening for you. You must use your tools. You have your tools. Use the tools. Don't just throw them out the window when you go through a challenge. Learn to recalibrate your nervous system. Learn to come back into neutrality. Remember to come back into neutrality when your energy is spiking and you're going into fight or flight. Recalibrate and come back into the heart and to the 0 point. And from this point, everything becomes available to you. Insights and vibrations and the beings can all help you. Remember, everything is a vibration, and the more you bring yourself into your heart, the more we can connect with you and more we can guide you. We are here, we are with you at this time, and we are doing this together, and we are here to support your evolution. And the solar eclipse is a new beginning, a new life, a new part of you coming online, a new identity forming, coming through the birth canal to experience a new part of you and to meet another part of you, to meet you, to meet you, an expanded part of you. How glorious, how wonderful, a great time of opportunity and expansion and new connections and new collaborations and new insights and new perspectives and new ideas and new innovations, new journeys, soul journeys, new directions, redirections. So much beauty at this time. So don't look at it as a doom and gloom, but look at it as a moment of just more liberation of the soul and more expansion and soul growth at rapid speeds to get you to where you're meant to be going and to face in the directions that you're meant to face. Because there are souls that are waiting to meet you. They're meant to meet you on the next part of your journey. And if you don't step into the next vibration, they can't meet you at the next vibration. So we're all a continuum here on Earth and in the multiverse. It's a continuum. And we keep flowing and we keep flowing and we keep becoming and we keep expanding and experiencing new parts of us coming online in a greater way, in a more expanded, multidimensional, galactic way coming online. So take it all in, absorb it all, be with it all, reflect, release, let go, forgive, release, let go, forgive, release the anger, transmute, alchemize, and be ready, be ready, be ready, be ready for a beautiful, grand awakening on Earth at this time. Beautiful. So we send you our blessings, dear ones. We send you our blessings and we send you our beautiful love and our vibrations of peace and harmony, grace and ease at this time. So just taking a deep breath into your heart and just bringing yourselves gently back into this space, feeling the vibrations of the beautiful Arcturians around you, as we thank them for their presence. And there are many beings around, the angels, Mother Mary is around, the archangels, the star beings are just all here, every being just here at this time, just so present. So be with it all. Remember, our safety and security is when we plug ourselves back into the cosmos and become one with Source. That is our true foundation. And that is what we are reconnecting back to at this time. Taking a deep breath and very gently bring yourselves back into this space. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So just tune in again, look at everything, truly take that time for yourselves. Hydrate, take care of your body, listen to what you need at this time. More self-love, more self-value, more self-respect, and listening to your dreams and your desires and where your joy lies and what you want to bring in now, and how you want to experience your reality as you move through this time. Okay, I think that's it for today. And that was the message that wanted to come through. Just a reminder that we will, on the solar eclipse, we are coming together and we are actually going to be inside the Arcturian 22D immortality pods at the time of the eclipse. Like, what an alignment, what a beautiful alignment and a gift from Spirit that we will be together in community during the solar eclipse. So when the totality of darkness hits the planet, we will be sitting in the Arcturian pods. And we will clear, and they will help clear the shadow and the darkness within us and the density, and transform it and transmute it into light. So we'll be sitting in that high frequency, ready to go higher and take off literally like a rocket into new vibrations. So join us. I'll put the links below. On Monday, the 8th of April, we are gathering for the solar eclipse. So the energies are going to be off the charts, and the immortality pods are off the charts. They're gorgeous. They're amazing, high frequency, otherworldly. So let's sit in those pods and receive the energies of the solar eclipse and any darkness that is within us, anything that we haven't faced, let it come up, be transmuted by the Arcturian light and alchemized into the highest form of light and love for the solar eclipse. So join us for that, and the link is below if you feel guided. And also you can connect with me on Instagram. I always forget to say this, but I update daily on Instagram. I always put a message or a video or a short message or a short video, whatever I feel guided to share, I share on there. So the messages are daily, sometimes twice a day if I'm guided to share there. Also on Facebook, you can also connect with me there. Okay, so I hope you're taking it easy. I hope you're doing okay. I know it can be a bit of a wobbly time, but everything's happening for us. Truly, everything's happening for us at this eclipse portal. So think of it as a lucky time for you to expand into the next part of who you truly are. So take off the masks and let your soul self be free. Take off the mask of duality and take into your heart the vibration of unity and your truth and your authentic mask and your authentic expression and who you truly are at a soul level. So take care, everyone. I hope you're well, and I will see you soon for the next video. And when it wants to come through, I never know, but I'm guided. And when I'm guided, I'll come on and share with you. Okay. Take care, and I will speak to you soon.